super cooperative. Do you know anything about the investigation? Thank you. Hey, thank you.
What's up, Mark? Good buddy.
Hi.
Thanks, guys.
I was just telling him we're gonna exit. So
Yeah, for sure.
hello, sorry.
Great to meet you. This is Charlie.
What's up, buddy?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, you want to know who I'm talking to?
We're just gonna get some space here a second.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
I'll make sure.
I don't usually work in a school, but I hear that everybody knows everything and everybody's super nosy.
Oh. It's fine.
Well, sort of.
So, before we get started, Mark is your first name.
Correct.
What's your middle name?
Alan, A-L-A-N,
And your last name?
LaBelle, L-A-B-E-L-L-E.
And what's going on, but just so you know, we can leave at any time. We're just having a conversation. You're not forced to stay here. Just want to make you.
Literally the only reason that door shuts because I can see like 2 silhouettes here, and this is your business too, right? And this is the venue that we got right now. So long story short, man, obviously there was some type of confrontation between you and the wife on Saturday morning. Sounds like Saturday mid-morning or something like that, afternoon. She come out, made contact with you in the garage, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. She was kind of concerned about some stuff you had going on with your phone. She said that ultimately she ends up getting onto that phone, right?
Right. I let her know that.
Yeah. Under, it's marriage, right? Wife's gonna get on it. It's
Right.
gonna happen. I get that. So she gets in it. She's kind of concerned about a few things she found. Now I can tell you this, okay? I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm just being told what she said she saw.
Right.
Okay? Doesn't mean it's there. Doesn't mean she didn't type it in trying to get you screwed over. Maybe you didn't feed the baby enough bottles and she's pissed off at you. I have no clue. I have no clue. I'm not saying you did anything or didn't do anything. But what she is saying she saw on there would be considered concerning for an employee around a certain age demographic, right?
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
So I don't want you to be like, man, I didn't do, it's okay. I've known you for a while now, Mark. I'm not
Yeah.
losing any sleep over this. I don't want you losing any sleep over this, and I want any questions that you have answered.
Sounds like I don't have any.
Okay?
I mean, I do have questions, but I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah. So we
I
have,
miss my baby.
dude, this is gonna be tough. Okay?
I know it.
And we gotta get you back. We gotta get you back with your baby, honestly, as soon as possible.
Right.
And,
Well,
and one way of doing that is we got a couple things that we have to do to confirm things, right?
I assume you guys have my phone.
We have your phone.
Right.
It's gonna go to ICAC with a proper search warrant.
Mhm.
So the detective here, Miss Knapp, will be reviewing a search warrant with a judge. Phone will be going for a download. There's other ways of expediting this process if there's obviously nothing on that phone or anything that you genuinely would think is concerning.
You might get a
Right,
He
right.
might be
So-
one of my picks.
Shit.
Wouldn't be the first time this
Yeah.
week.
That turns out, yeah, this is completely fine. Now, part of the investigation too is gonna be obviously other electronic equipment. There sounds like there's maybe some other equipment that they had taken as well.
Probably an old desktop computer, I'm guessing.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know anything else.
so
Probably that.
do you have any other phones or laptop computers or
I just
anything like?
have- well, I have a laptop, which I took with me because since she had my phone, I had no other ways of communication. But I found out that that laptop doesn't even work.
Doesn't even work.
So that laptop was from like 15 years ago, and it was
Okay.
just sitting in the closet, and I was like, well, I need something, so I took it with me.
That was
But-
before you left.
Yeah, that was
That Saturday.
Yeah,
Um,
because I was
where's
just
that
like,
computer at now?
I have it in my truck actually.
It's in your truck.
Yeah,
So part of it is, obviously, just to confirm everything for you.
yeah.
It will, if you don't mind us grabbing that computer when we head out of here.
No issues with that.
If there's passcodes on it and stuff like that, I can get through all of that.
Yeah,
But your computer got a little bit, right? You play some games. Obviously, so to get by passwords, what they'll do is they'll essentially destroy the computer and put that hard drive onto another computer
Right.
and then access it that way.
yeah.
And then what you end up getting back after the search warrant is just about 68 pieces that, probably will never work again.
Right.
Or if, there's other ways around, if we can get consent to get the code, if there even is a code, does it have a passcode to get in?
It probably does. I don't know if you could even get to it though. The keyboard on it doesn't work. It doesn't it's.
So they
it's
may
not-
need to dismantle and
Like,
put the hard
Honestly,
drive on it.
I was never going to use it anyways.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
What was the last password that you remember on the laptop?
It's like I said, it's really old computers. So.
Sure.
Did you grab another phone, like an old phone, gaming phone of some sort? She said that might have a snake on it. Does that sound familiar?
No, I don't.
You ever heard of that? Okay.
That phone. I mean, that phone.
That
I
there
had,
is a phone that exists like that, but
I mean, it did.
Yeah.
But that phone's been gone for years.
Years.
I mean, that was my phone that I had prior to the one I have now.
Gotcha.
I mean, when I get a new phone, I just get rid of the old ones.
yeah, that makes the same. I do the exact same. She just said that she thought that there might be a phone with like a snake on it, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I'll ask
I mean,
him about
yeah,
it.
I had a Razor phone at one point. Yes.
Is that what? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't even know what that would be, but that doesn't exist anymore. You threw that away when you got the new one. When did you get the new one? How long have you had that phone?
4 years.
Oh, shoot,
maybe
so-
maybe 5.
So you've had the phone that we have for 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so,
Yeah, it's a S21, I believe. I mean, it's like pretty old gen.
okay. Does that one have a password on it? Coming back to, obviously, a bunch of pieces and stuff.
Well, that'd be nice. I can't really afford a new phone. in
Yeah,
this economy.
what, I'm sorry, what brand is that, the phone that you currently have?
Samsung S21. It's white.
Yeah.
No case. Because I live dangerously, I guess.
Yeah, that's a 4 or 5 year pull
It's-
with a no case phone.
Well, it's really hard to
Yeah.
keep it in a pocket, and I don't have so. I get up in ceilings and stuff all the time, so things are getting caught and whatnot. But
Well, and like I said, we just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a gist of what we're doing, what we have to do because of the allegations that were made.
I understand.
It's my understanding, you can correct me if I'm wrong, just during this investigation, we're not here to tell anybody what they're doing. They know that there is an investigation. There's no way that I can't not address that,
Right.
right? But what we don't need to do is go and tell people what this investigation is for,
Okay.
right? Because if it's found out nothing, we don't need to put you on blast. You're gonna come back to work, you're gonna collect a paycheck the whole time,
Right.
right? If, the allegations are true and there's different tiers and levels to it. It's like, is this something that you're struggling with, is this something that you're truly a freaking predator on? I don't believe that. I sat down with you for way too long.
I'm a good person.
I know you're a good person. And that's why I'm not gonna,
Right.
not too worried about it here, Mark.
A lot of crimes, but mostly based on crimes against kids or vulnerable adults.
Well, that's
So
You're comfortable too. I get you're wanting her to feel good. But at the same time, you're not gonna be able to perform that if you're not feeling good, right? People are only gonna be able to do the best that they can with the situation they're
Well,
in.
that's why I don't go there, and it scares me because
Good.
I don't want to get abandonment on my child.
You're
because I
not,
know
that is a fake thing.
no,
You're not gonna get abandonment because you and your wife are going through a difficult time. Police are involved in the investigation. You feel that right now the best thing, that's insanely explainable. You can explain this. I feel the best thing right now is for our kids not to see us arguing. My wife can focus on, I don't know, is she breastfeeding, 10-month-old? Okay, turns out,
She's 7 months.
oh, 7 months old. So if she's breastfeeding right now, what's gonna be the best thing? Who's
For her.
better for her to be with right now?
100% her.
Turns out you probably can't breastfeed her too well, Mark.
No, I can't.
Okay, so for,
And she doesn't
if
take
you
a
go
bottle
there
now,
and it's gonna
Oh.
be giant conflict between you and your wife,
Yeah.
and your kids are gonna see that, that is gonna be way more of an issue than you stepping out for a few days to allow this to sort itself out,
Right.
okay?
All right.
And then at that point, once it's sorted out, then you start working on that relationship. You're not gonna get abandonment, you're not gonna never see your kid again,
Right.
right? Can't put that in your head.
I've lied to her too long. I don't think she'll ever want me back, which was.
You lied to her a lot, you mean?
No, too long.
Oh.
Just like, I just,
Just the issues that you got going on with you, or what are you lying to her
well,
about?
just didn't tell her about, I didn't tell her how bad my childhood was. Like, she knew that I had a bad childhood, but she doesn't know specifics. Like, I didn't tell her how, like, I feel like at some point I snapped or
Yeah.
something, and maybe I just,
How recent was that snap? Would you say?
I don't know,
Since having a child of your own, relatively recent?
maybe.
You think
She said that she
This is
noticed.
a super common thing.
She said that she noticed that I changed, but she said that I changed right after marriage, and
Marriage.
I don't feel.
Is this your first marriage?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really my first long-term relationship, honestly.
Good. She seems nice.
She's great.
Yeah.
She really is.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your childhood and the things that you've been bottling up have cost you relationships in the past?
Probably.
So, I mean, maybe the silver lining of this is, what if it all works out in the end, right? We're
Right.
gonna,
Well, I wish I would have seeked help sooner.
Well, don't live
Hey.
in the past, buddy. This is where you're at right now. Let's get it now and move forward.
Right.
If you have a kid with your wife, been married to your wife, sounds like you've been with her for about 6 years.
Yep.
6 years. I mean, this isn't something that you just throw in the trash because you're struggling. Turns out, when you got married, what'd you say? Better or worse?
That's true. I just, yeah.
So right now's a dip, but guess what? You gotta work on your relationship together. That is not priority one at this specific second as we sit here, but it's on your mind, and it's affecting things. So it will come up, it will get there, and you're gonna work on yourself through counseling and things like that. This might be the thing that needed to happen for you to get this help, right? A lot of guys,
I agree.
I know some guys that probably never gone to counseling, probably should have for a while. I know people like that, right? We all know that person. So,
Yeah.
you're not losing your life, buddy. You're not losing your life.
this
I
is,
lost her.
Richard, I'm going up to north end of the hilltop.
You didn't lose your life, buddy.
and I know it doesn't feel that way, but we really did come here just to get your side
Yeah.
of the story, and if it is a big misunderstanding, then we're gonna iron that out. And if it's something that's been happening that you've wanted help for a while, I want this report to reflect that you're being entirely cooperative. Things happened to you outside your control when you were a kid. So let's just let it all out. I know you'll feel better.
You're fine. man.
No, I mean, nobody can see you. There's no Kleenex in here, otherwise I help, but.
Yeah. Your wife's not going anywhere, buddy. Can't just pack up human beings and disappear into the wind, okay? This doesn't happen.
I mean, she's told me.
But
she's told me many times she would never split custody with me, and she'd rather kill me than to split
Well,
custody.
Okay, in
And
her
I don't know
defense,
if that's her.
in her
joke.
defense,
This is not
when
just
you,
your life.
when you have kids as a mom,
I
we-
understand that.
yeah.
But it was.
Sometimes we just say things that
It's like,
are a
I'll
little.
move to a Alaska, you'll never find me.
You can't do that, it's a crime.
I know.
So,
I
you're
know.
worried about things that are not gonna be a
I know.
problem. But I can tell you this, I bet you, in a big way, you did not probably sleep very well Saturday night or Sunday night.
I haven't.
And here we are on Monday, pretty darn sleep deprived, right? Not feeling like yourself. You don't look like your damn self right now, Mark. Not the guy I sat and had pizza with on Friday.
Right.
I sat with you at
Got
lunch.
pizza?
Yeah, pizza, no, it was pretty sweet. So, hey,
We get it quite often.
Dang.
okay,
Yeah.
I know you. I know what you normally look like. I know how you're normally behaving, right? And I can tell you right now, you're fucking stressed out, dude.
That's not good.
And hey, if you're concerned about getting yourself, if you're thinking like, hey man, I might hurt myself or something like that, look at me right now. I want to get you help right now. If you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to get past this. This is why I brought my partner with me right here. This is the lady that's gonna be grinding and crunching through all this stuff as madly fast as she possibly can to get your life back on rails. I'm the school cop now, right? I'm just here, I know you, this is why I'm here. Okay,
I need help.
yeah. And she is the one, works on all the CPS cases, she does family services, this is the girl for all of that. And she knows the resources, everything way better than I do, okay?
CPS didn't do a good job for my family.
No,
Well-
they didn't, but you know
I
what?
know it's hard. I know
Well,
there's a lot of regulations.
It's
I
hard in
understand
regulations,
it.
but here's the other thing, right? You're asking for help,
Yeah, that's
and she's the lady that facilitates the kind of help that you can possibly get. She's not CPS, but she
I was
knows.
just having a kid anymore, so.
Oh,
I
yes.
understand.
My mother's long.
And you
The
don't
crazy
know-
part is my mother lives with my father now. I haven't spoke to her in 2 years. She refused to come to my wedding.
Why?
My brother didn't want to come because she said that Carrie's brother was a homophobe and my brother's gay. So he just thought that that would be a problem.
Older brother, younger brother?
Younger brother.
Okay.
And, it hurt me that my brother didn't want to come to my wedding because of that. But, I mean, I understood, but also it was a wedding. He would have been fine.
Yeah.
But because he wasn't going, my mother said she wasn't going to go. So that was, I've forgiven my mom 1,000 times. And that was just the last time that I could forgive her. So I stopped talking to her. 2 years. She was at my dad's house on Saturday, and I saw her, and I was like, and I've always felt bad that I haven't, she has a granddaughter that she hasn't seen, but I was telling her about her, and as self-absorbed as she is, like, while I was telling her about her, she just started talking about herself, and I was like, oh yeah, that's why.
Do you
You have
think,
to remind yourself, because, like, no matter how much she's done or allowed, I still love her.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's genetic, man. That
It's
just
your mom.
happens. It's your mom. They
that hurts.
they got some kind of weird power, no matter what.
Yeah.
And you want to impress them, even at our age. You want to impress mom, right? And it's
Yeah.
pretty prized thing to show off is your own little baby, right? And you just want her to be proud for a flick. And turns out, whatever it is, maybe that little thing inside of your mom just doesn't connect proper. Tell you it will one day. She'll realize it too late. All the things she missed, all the opportunities she could have done. And guess what, Mark? End of the day, that's not your problem. The only thing you gotta focus on is making sure your children are treated better than what you did, right? That's every generation, you treat the next one better and better and better and better, right?
It always,
That's the goal. So, you can't correct, you can't change what had happened for yours, but you can for this one,
I
right?
do know that,
Yeah, I know you know that.
and I am better than my parents were.
Oh yeah, you are. And guess what? You've already started, right? You picked probably one of the best moms I've met in a while. That's a caring, loving lady right there, right? That's a good start. Well,
But-
you're gonna get better for her, aren't you?
Deserve her.
Well, you might feel that way right now. Turns out she already chose you 2 years ago when you guys got married, 6 years ago when you guys started dating. She already chose you.
Yeah.
You haven't changed. Maybe she's finding some skeletons in your past. Okay? But turns out that's hugely understandable that you would bury a skeleton like that in your past. And now we just have to get her on board with working through it with you. And a lot of this is just explaining to her what you got going on. And then we can understand what she's about to find, and
How can I keep in contact? I don't have any way of communicating.
that's what we're gonna work out a few certain ways.
Okay. Because right now I'm staying, I don't know if you want, but.
Yeah.
And I was gonna buy a map, but guess what? They don't sell maps really anymore.
Yeah, that's
so the person was nice enough to get on their phone
Oh, I see.
and show me. Because
She can't do that.
I know.
She leaves you on Front Street. Give me a call, and I can facilitate conversation between you and your wife if you're comfortable with that,
One,
buddy.
I want her to be able to pay the bills, so
Well,
I don't
turns out
mind.
that-
I don't mind using.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind her using my funds because I want to be supporting my family,
Yes,
even if I'm gone.
You
So.
still have to.
But I also,
Yeah.
I just need money because I need to be able to get food. And like yesterday I went out and bought a toothbrush and some deodorant because I forgot to bring it with me and I need that stuff, so.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. I bought toothpaste, a toothbrush, deodorant, and some, like 2 things of like, water mixed stuff, Neos.
$20.
30.
Oh, shoot.
$30, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway,
That's rough.
but yeah,
Oh, where'd you park? Is it over by the bus garage or whatever?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I always park.
You walk up here?
No, I got my work truck.
Oh, I was like, God dang. Oh, man.
No, yeah, I can drive that back. We gotta drop the keys off anyway, so.
Sure.
So tell me, how did this all start?
What do you mean?
When do you remember looking at imagery that brought us here today?
Oh, I was using AI. It wasn't even like real.
Okay.
Stupid. I wouldn't, cause I don't want, I don't wanna support the industry or do anything with that, but yeah, it was AI.
Okay, tell me about the AI.
It's just a image generator.
And what service did you use?
I think it was called per chance or something.
And what description did you give it to generate?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Just random, whatever.
So imagine that we've made all this progress, right? And if wife asks, I mean, of course, we're gonna tell her that you've been cooperative. We're gonna try and expedite everything as far as going through your devices. But if we have this investigation and then I find something else, imagine how wife is gonna think.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Because
That's-
obviously she had enough in her mind that she was like, something's going on with that phone.
Right.
So knowing that I do this full time and not only AI but child sexual abusive material, I'm no stranger to it.
Right.
So what about the images that she found or what is on your phone that I would see?
That would be the only thing. Except for be on there probably. So
Do you know what the laws are regarding AI?
I have no idea. No.
Okay. What brand is the laptop?
Alienware, just like the
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Alienware, just like the computer.
Did you build the desktop?
No.
Does the desktop have a password?
Probably. Sorry, it's been so long since I've accessed either of them. The cat's peed on it, so careful with that too. It smells like piss really bad. Yeah, that's, or try the other one I gave you for the laptop.
Okay. Do you know, as far as logging in through different accounts, how machine cookies work? Okay, so when I download the search warrant returns for Gmail for different accounts, and we can get all of your accounts from the cell phone and usernames and everything, it's gonna give me a list of machine cookies that will link it both to other devices and other user accounts.
Right.
Tell me everything that I'm gonna find,
As far as accounts and stuff,
as far as
like other emails.
things
and
that you
stuff.
wouldn't want your grandma to know.
Oh,
hey, you're not wrong for the situation that you were put through to be where you're at, right?
Right.
But like
No.
what Detective Donovan here was saying, is you will never start climbing again until you clear off everything. Cause if you keep one cookie in your pocket for later, like this one really makes me look bad. Guess what? You still have baggage. You will start to climb again. Things will get better. People will be like, you kept that in your pocket, and then you crash, and now you don't have the support around you to build back up that mountain. Right? You're here right now where you can just get everything out. She's gonna sort it out. She will sort it out. She's done this on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cases, probably thousands of downloads of devices, and she's gonna get to the bottom of it. A report will get written. Your wife is going to be able to review that report.
Right.
And if it's not the same thing that we sat and talked about, it doesn't match what she found. Like, these are typically your opportunities to make sure that your cookies are all out of the pocket, thrown on the table. Just at this point, then all she has to do is confirm, and the report is written in a way of, we were told this will be there. I confirmed that it was there. He wants help, and it just goes in a line. Rather than, he told us this was here. Turns out, what I actually found was vastly different. He says he wants help, but it didn't tell us what we were actually gonna find or what we could give him help for.
Right.
And so the end result is, there's diversity there, and that's where there's problems. So, kind of recircling back to it, and we don't have to do this, Mark, too. I mean, you're good to go at any given time, but we just want to give you the opportunity. But if there is, you had a shitty, traumatic childhood,
Well,
and that trauma causes trauma that you get to carry around forever, and your brain is gonna compute in ways that nobody even understands,
I know that.
right? And so, because, you said it out of your words, I look up fucked up things, right? And we're not here to judge you for that. She has sat down with way more than me, people that have same things, and I bet you that the high percentage majority are not bad people. They're just dealing with trauma, dude. I can't.
Well, I know a lot of that stuff. I know a lot of, and I know a lot of molesters and all of that. It's the same thing
Yeah.
because they were molested when I would never.
That's what I'm sitting here across from you right now, and I don't believe that you would have a single victim out there that you forcibly did something to or put hands on or,
Forcibly or otherwise.
right, at all.
There's-
Now, I do believe that there's likely, some probably pretty inappropriate stuff on a device that maybe you're getting a release from. For you, it's a healthy release. For somebody outside, it may look messed up, and in your head, it's like, this looks messed up, my wife is gonna hate me forever.
Yeah.
You need to back up and explain why these are there, but you're not doing that. Counselors do that. You
Right.
talk.
Well, and I know, I don't ever expect her to want to be with me because of it, which is I get.
I
I
think.
don't think we're there yet.
I don't think we're there
I
yet.
don't think we're
She
there.
doesn't deserve. She, like you said,
She's
she
good.
is fucking amazing.
She is, man. And guess what amazing people do is they stand by their person
Yeah.
and work through things.
Yeah.
That
As
is.
far as I know, there's nothing on his computers besides like probably a website that it might have been to a long time ago. Because all of this I thought it was better.
Is it all so? Is it all like younger kid stuff that you really are into? But that
No.
was the
So-
age. That was the age that you were going through this trauma.
Right.
So for you to get
so
a fix.
when I was younger, I found this stuff on a computer that one of my mom's boyfriends had, and like that was there from then, like when I was that age, of the people that were in these videos.
Oh, so people in these videos were your age?
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, that's one of the things.
So you were exposed to
I was a
child pornography
When I
as
was
a
a
child. But the one thing that I've always kind of seen is you're going through life in a huge amount of trauma of the ages 9 to 14, 15, right? And onward up. But you're going through this trauma at that age and probably trying to find something to love you properly. And who knows what that actually is. And people, when they go through trauma at an age, kind of remain in that age. Part of their brain does. And it's not never before seen that a grown man went through something terrible at 13 and is looking for something at that age, and that's their attraction level. It has nothing to do with you being screwed up or wanting to go date a 13-year-old. It's just in the brain, I went through this trauma at 13. This is what, my brain is trying to release this stuff. Who knows, man? I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist, I don't even have a clue. But I've heard people sit down from me and tell me that kind of stuff. And so if that's the attraction, that's the attraction. It's not that you chose that. You don't go out and target that. You're not out hurting people.
I would never.
In addition to what Price is saying, sometimes I found with people that are addicted to porn or addicted to sex is what got them off before, similar to drugs, right? It doesn't get them off anymore. So
Right.
now we're changing. And when we've been through every type of porn, we, especially coupled with your trauma and chronic at that. I mean, like Charlie was saying, the effects of chronic trauma on an adolescent or pre-adolescent child victim are immense. So all those things coupled together, it makes perfect sense why we get adults who are caught up in child sexual abusive material. Now, I'm not accusing you of making it, distributing it, any of that.
Right.
But like we said before, I can tell that you're still carrying something and it's heavy on you. I just want to know how to help you best. And not to get off topic a little bit, but what website did you visit that was kind of,
I don't know, because I would have just looked up, I probably used Google to look up forums or something, and it probably would have been clicked on from there.
what forums did you use?
So it's been a long time since I've actually used a computer for that, years. I thought it was better. I thought it was I don't know.
That's all right, we're working through it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they're on there, you'll find them, so.
But
I
if,
don't know,
if
I
you
don't know
want,
what I'm just saying I don't know what the site is, I don't remember.
okay, what terms do you use on your phone?
So the only thing I've ever done with that is that it was just recently, it was that AI thing, I found it, and it started off innocent enough, but then I was just got more and more fucked up trying to push the AI to do something it didn't want to do, because I think it had filters, so yeah, I don't know, it was more of a let's see how far I can get this thing to go, because even, I'm sure you'll see, I don't know, I'm just fucked up.
You're not, buddy. You just gotta let us know what she's gonna find so
Yeah.
she doesn't get blasted
Well,
off the
that's-
side bang.
And
Right,
I need to
well,
know
that's
if
what
I
it should
need to open these downloads in a private setting, or,
Right. Yeah,
Know what I'm saying?
I don't think I ever downloaded anything.
I'm sorry, I meant the phone download.
Oh, right.
So that would be
Oh, right.
your search history,
Right.
everything that you
Well-
type into that phone.
Yeah, the images that you'll find on, I don't know if it works that way or not, but so the AI generates images, and then I don't know if it works that way or not, if you'll see those, but.
Yeah. She'll see exactly what was on the screen of that phone will be in the download.
Right.
So
So yeah, you'll see, it's AI, so it's not perfect, so it does a lot of weird stuff sometimes, but yeah, it'll be, just a lot of graphic images of basically that.
Of what specifically?
I don't know, like kids and adults.
How old
and,
kids?
Varies probably from 10 to even, into adulthood really. Because I was just doing things like, I was looking up like celebrities too and whatnot.
Sure, so you're just kind of
Yeah,
whipping
I was-
out new searches.
Yeah, I was just doing
messing
it.
with it.
Yeah, it was literally just, it was a lot of different things that I was making it do, basically.
Okay, and how often do you think you created these images?
For about a week straight, pretty much every day, every night it seemed like. Like it was just, I don't know, it was something new and exciting. So I was like,
See what I'm talking about with the pushing
right.
our porn?
You're right, and I do know exactly what you're talking about because when I was younger, it did, like I was like, but it's not, I don't know, I have no problem getting off, to be honest, so my wife can tell you that. She tells me I was only there for 8 seconds for conceivement, so.
I understand.
Yeah, it's not true.
Is that true?
But did you know that Hugh Hefner was having sex with dogs
I
at
did
the
not
end of
know.
it? It's because he just kept pushing it, and
Because-
one was not enough, and then two, and then
One,
three, and then,
Yeah, so that's right, like, wow. I
Yeah.
did not know that. Yeah, I guess if you can have pretty much sex with any Playboy model you've ever, I guess.
gets
yeah,
old, right?
It would be,
I don't have that problem, but,
right.
so
Yeah,
tell me.
I love having sex with my wife, and I know that she thinks that we stopped having sex, and and it is true, but she co-sleeps with the baby in the bed, and it was very awkward for me to have my baby that close to us when we were trying to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was actually one point where Renly woke up and she was like looking at me and we were mid-coitus and I'm like it was really weird and like I love my wife. I find her very attractive. I know she doesn't think that anymore and I don't know if that's her, from pregnancy or whatever. I get women don't feel, the same anymore, but I love her. We did try to have sex, it just wasn't as easy anymore. You have a 12-year-old who doesn't go to bed, and then you have a 7-month-old that sleeps in the bed with you. So, I don't know when we were supposed to do it, but
Yeah, it can be hard when you get in that roommate phase,
yeah, that's what it
and
was.
yeah.
And she showed me things that she was looking up, like talking about, like how to save my dead bedroom, stuff like that. It made me feel like shit. Like I didn't realize how bad she felt or how unloved she felt.
That's tough.
And
I think for anybody, less the childhood that you had and the chronic trauma that you carry with you.
yeah.
And there's a lot of studies.
I probably don't notice things like that because of it. I probably don't tune into people's emotions because I don't even tune into my own usually.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead. I want to make sure we don't lose track of what you said earlier. Do you have any plans to hurt yourself? That needs to be told yet.
Yeah. Don't let somebody else narrate this, but
Yeah.
seriously, I'm not joking.
Right.
Okay? But what are you telling me? You're telling me this seems fucked up, this is a mess, I'm fucked up. Okay? You want somebody else to narrate that story, or do you want to explain, look, I went through a thing. I have a child that I'm responsible for now, and I can put in a better situation than what I was put through.
Right.
Guess what you can't do if you just go hurt yourself?
Right.
What can you not do?
I can't.
Make sure
I can't do any of that.
that your child has better than what you got. Right?
Maybe she would be better off without me though.
guarantee she wouldn't. Because you know what? Somebody else would come in. What does that look like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Horrible.
What, you know. What are you talking about? You don't know.
Well, we
You
don't.
just told me about Dennis. You just
Right.
told me about who else? You don't know. You know what
Dennis,
that.
Hank, Rod,
You know exactly what that looks like.
yeah.
Okay? So I think that the best thing is that you're there for your child.
Yeah,
Do you want to control the narrative or let Dennis or somebody like that do that?
I do not want that.
Okay? So what's more important to you?
Getting better.
Okay, let's focus on that. Let's get this stuff on the table. She's gonna download your phone, right? Okay. Is there gonna be, I'll ask you straight up, is there going to be anything that you collected yourself in the photos on that phone?
No.
That is gonna be a hugely important thing that you're accurate on.
Right.
I don't care about your wiener pic, buddy. You can
Right.
take a picture of your wiener all you want.
I just
Every
wanna
angle,
be able to
every
see it.
direction, okay?
Not proud of it, so.
And you're allowed to take
I-
pictures of anything else that you want to take photos
Right.
of. But I can tell you what, you do not want to shock
Right,
the detective
right.
of, oh,
No.
this is a big one, you
There's
forgot.
nothing, there's nothing that I would have taken a picture of that was,
So,
No, there's
sexual,
nothing.
provocative, of anything to do with anything,
no,
okay?
no.
Even of your wife, a photo that she's not aware of.
No, I don't think we ever did anything like that. Or you mean like take pictures of her secretly?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, you didn't do nothing like
No.
that. I'm not saying she's alleging that. I'm just,
Right.
dude, I'm running down a book because,
Yeah.
Mark, she's the one working your case, but I've been,
I don't know why I would. I can see it anytime you want.
right,
Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't mean to be.
I know.
No, that's fair, and what we want to avoid, and you're doing great so far, is getting consent to look at things, because otherwise, if we didn't have this relationship,
yeah,
then we're talking search warrants, and although we don't intentionally damage property in search warrants,
No.
they're inherently messy. Because
Right.
in cases that I've worked of child porn, we're looking for USBs. We're looking for SD cards,
Okay.
which are, I mean, you could hide 1,000,000 of those in your house. And we've looked everywhere. I've found them in ceiling tiles, in toilets,
Wow.
in stuffed animals. Everywhere you can imagine, we found them.
Right.
We found videotapes, or not videotape, but video recordings in bathrooms, old phones, smartphones, dumb phones, everything you can imagine, we found it. So what I don't want to happen is to look at this download, like Price is saying, and see, something's not adding up, right? I can understand how a wife, maybe you guys are already in the roommate phase and you've had a kid, and there's just a lot going on, and you're not really sure how to navigate this time of your life, and she sees a picture, doesn't realize it's AI. Okay. But we're beyond that.
Not just because it's AI doesn't mean it's okay.
Right, and that's what the law says too. So
Right, and I know that.
I wanna be there
you do know
to
that,
support you.
That it's not okay?
the AI,
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
oh,
I didn't know anything like that. I mean, I'd imagine it would be, you know, like, I get that.
So this is it, right? And we might have to chat again just to get
Yeah.
some loose ends tied up. That's no big deal, but I would be very surprised if there is another time where you're having just a consensual contact, you're not detained, you're free to leave, to just air out your business.
yeah. And make sure, stay in contact with her, because I can tell you right now,
I don't know
Mark.
how.
huh?
Well, because you don't have devices.
Right.
Well, your mom, dad,
Yeah.
anybody have a phone?
Yeah.
If we give you her direct numbers,
Right.
right, you can reach out to her, and do you know your mom and dad's phone numbers?
Yeah, I know my dad's. I don't know my mother's.
Can we get that?
Yeah.
And then she could always reach out and, in the most discreet way possible, just leave a message for you to call back, kind of thing.
So nothing else on your mind?
If you about a 2-week session on an AI program that got out of control. Outside of that, there's gonna be nothing else, other than looking up some freaking porn. Turns out, not a crime. Okay?
Right.
Then you got some marital issues that you need to work on. Okay? If the only void going on right now is 2 weeks where your porn addiction got out of control because your sex life with your wife, who has a 7-month-old baby, isn't top tier right now like it used to be.
Right.
There's nobody in the world that doesn't not
It's not
understand
even
that.
her fault. She wants to.
Well, hey,
It's just like,
we're all in different places,
Yeah.
okay?
like,
Marriages go through swings. It's just gonna happen, right? You're just on the outswing right now, and it'll pendulum back. Maybe, maybe not.
yeah.
You sound like you're about to quit on her before she even
I don't
jumps
want to quit
out.
on her, but I don't think she
Well, don't
deserves to be with.
make a decision for her,
You're right.
okay? She'll tell you.
Right. Oh, she's already told me.
Well, she told you after she saw some shit on your phone. Guess what I would have told you if I saw the same shit on the phone? Or anybody.
I'm a piece of shit.
But guess what? Then we would have sat down like this.
Right.
Okay?
I know it was a heat of the moment thing.
It's a heat of the moment thing.
But also,
Is that the first time she yelled at you?
Probably.
Jeez,
She really
got a
is.
good wife, man.
She really did.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why it's important to remember
Yeah.
neither of you to do anything, and I would tell her the same thing if she was here. Don't mess with the finances, don't do anything that you'll regret, because if and when this all blows over, I mean, we deal with people that
There's no
are,
blowing over. I mean, you said yourself what I did is illegal too.
Well, illegal
Well-
doesn't mean prosecutable. Okay?
yes,
You're airing out your laundry.
Yeah, but like
You're
things
gonna
like
get
that-
help.
Things like that.
Are you or are you not gonna get help?
I want help 100%.
Okay.
I don't know where to
So-
get it from though. I need the. I
Where-
just call.
Are you
somebody?
dude? This is yes. You call somebody. Detective Knapp, right here. I keep switching up her name, Donovan
There's
Knapp.
things
She
like
got
that.
married too, so I'm not trying to confuse you.
There's things like this. Like, I mean, these are bounds to not see your kids again
That is 100% false.
not true.
because I don't.
Listen, is what you told her the only thing that you're gonna get found on? And not because you destroyed the devices or did anything like that. These suckers are way smarter than you, Mark. I promise you. When it comes to tracking these things down,
I've never.
these
taken-
guys look like Jimmy Neutrons walking around, freaking downloading phones and computers and stuff, and then they give her a simple version of it.
Right.
Okay, it's not her doing it. Listen, if there's anything that you're trying to hide, it will get found, you'll get put on Front Street, and you're gonna look like a bad guy.
Right.
And I'm gonna kick you square in the butt,
Right.
because you had your opportunity to get ahead of it.
Right.
We don't care. I'm not gonna judge you.
Right.
I'm not gonna not sit down and have pizza with you again next week, right? No matter what the outcome of this is, it does not change you're going through stuff. You got a past that I didn't know you had a past of, and I'm sorry for you for that.
Right.
But I know that you can work through it,
Yeah.
and we're gonna move forward. This isn't gonna take your kids from you because you jumped on some AI platform and started typing crazy stuff into it that you know is not proper,
Right.
right? You're not running around the school freaking trying to snap photos of girls or boys or whatever, right?
Right.
That's not a problem. So, guess what? This is it. You're gonna sort this out. She's gonna help you. Right? And I'm just a liaison in between it. You've never met her.
Right.
I've known you for over a year now. So, but my thing is we're gonna obviously kind of probably wrap this up here in just a few. And like I said, 100 times, dude, you can walk out of here whenever you want to. She's gonna be your lifeline through this. I'm gonna like cut myself completely out of it, buddy, because to be honest with you, you know what I do, right?
Right.
Pass out like lunches and stuff like that. I'm a school cop now, okay?
Yeah,
Right?
well, you're busy.
No.
I'm sure they keep you busy
You guys keep me busy, man, for good reason.
with the new high school gangs.
Oh my God, Gang City up there, it's gangland.
I was like Cedar Springs, huh?
Yeah, they're tough, huh?
You should bring them down to Grand Rapids.
I call them all a club. I know, I want to drive down there. Turns
like-
like field trip tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, about 11 o'clock. Go on
but-
division.
Know her face, right? Work with her. And hey, here's what I want to smash home, because one thing is like if you are having thoughts of wanting to hurt yourself, I do have an obligation that I do gotta get you checked out.
Right, you need to make sure that.
I need to make sure you're good. And knowing you and seeing you right now, I don't want you hurt. I am not even concerned about any of this, but from what you told me, if that is 100% what is gonna be found when these devices all come back,
Right.
we're not gonna miss a beat, we're just gonna be back to work next week. That's why nothing here is spoken about what this is about.
Well, I still need help though.
Well, that
that's-
avenue,
Figure out
Yeah,
that
we're gonna take
avenue
care of
is
that.
not going away.
therapist, or I know that costs money.
You'd be surprised.
It's a very, very, if it costs money, it is a very cheap reason.
Is it?
You're fine.
Alright.
Unless you're trying to go to like Oprah's freaking therapist,
No.
should probably be expensive. But guess what? They have a lot of people, and especially if you're looking for help for a specific reason, there's people that just do this, right? Mental health grants, funding, there's everything. There's not a problem.
How do I go about getting those resources?
There's a couple different ways. So let's work on this in a second. So as Charlie is not so covertly saying, if you feel don't worry about that, okay? So all this is a written agreement of what we've already talked about. It's just a consent to search your stuff. I don't know if they already asked for a form on the Samsung, but that's why I put it on here. Laptop, desktop, whatever. I will email you a copy of this once we get it all filled out, but based on what we have going on right now, if you could just print your name, sign, you got it. It's Monday, both our phones are just blowing up with all this
Oh my goodness, dude.
drama. I just want regular emails, and you know now they have digital license plates? Digital.
What's that?
In the state of Michigan.
Like a
Like a
barcode?
screen.
Oh,
Yeah, where it just says DWM 7598.
your license plate is a TV screen.
Isn't that crazy?
That you could literally change on the fly.
Well, you have to pay a lot of money, and that's why it hasn't really taken
Oh.
off yet. Because there's only one platform that does those like checks and balances.
Yeah.
I think they're like $1,000 a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Too much for the plain
That's
folk.
too big. I was gonna say,
Alright, let me make sure.
pay for that.
That's just a
I
flex.
only pay for the regular, I can't even get the nice license.
If it's okay with you, I'm gonna fill out
Rest. I can-
just the rest, and then
Alright.
Charlie, if you can sign the witness.
Yep.
These are for me, we don't need this. If you have access to email, even if you go to the library, you can use computers for free. That's
Well,
the,
and that's another thing is that I just got a summons request not that long ago from the county for jury duty. And so I filled that out the other day, and I was supposed to call, I think last night or today, to see if,
Going through.
It's running.
and I couldn't.
Turns out this is not a problem. We'll call.
Okay. Because, I don't want to get in trouble for that too.
that'd be something.
I don't. Yeah.
Anything else on your mind, sir?
No, so
Okay.
I really have to use the restroom.
Okay.
So,
Mark, straight up,
There's a lot in my mind.
yeah, you got a lot.
I could take it for a little day, and I
You're-
know you guys have things.
I brought snacks.
do you have those truck keys for the truck?
Yeah.
So what we'll do,
Actually, they might be in my work truck.
they'll be in the work truck.
Yeah, they are.
You got your pickup truck keys
They're also in the truck. I keep them in there just in case.
in the work truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you can use the restroom, and then we'll walk out.
Yeah, that's fine. The rest of them like right here. You can go ahead.
Or to dispatch Charlie.
It's work truck right there.
Uh-huh.
So to get there, if you pull out the drive, take the left. No, you're never gonna get it.
I'll find it.
Okay, so the bus garage right there. There's a road. You'll come up to a stop sign, and you gotta come left, and it'll look like you didn't make it here, but you
Okay.
will.
And then I'll drive you to his car.
Yeah. Exactly that, yeah.
So it turns out I did not, in fact, find you. I'm pretty much back where I started, I think. So the construction is on my right. Okay.
So you see Cedar Trail straight ahead of you?
Yeah.
Okay, bad. Left there. So you're headed towards the high school. And then you're gonna go down
Yeah. Goodbye. that side.
Oh man. Damn, that's fancy.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see that stuff over there.
Oh yeah. I'll clean your car for you.
You have to admit,
That's a
besides
clean
all that
car. It
junk,
is a
it's
clean
clean.
car. Oh man.
It's easy to find as I thought.
Oh yeah, it's tough. Well, so you're parked behind the bus garage, Mark.
Yeah.
So we'll hit that stop sign again, and then just
No,
bust.
you can take a left.
Oh,
right in.
gates open. Here we go.
That's okay. No, is there blinkers around here? Oh, wait. Sorry. This
Which one?
oh, sorry. Just keep going. It'll be up a ways. Yeah, it's that. So right after that white van, there's a gray Ford F-150. That's fine.
Rocking F-150? I didn't know you were on freaking Mike Duffy train, man.
Just got it.
But we're gonna sort that out real quick. I think what we're gonna do is just have you. You're gonna love that ride, Mark. Turns out, no AC in the old squad whip.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why do you think I dropped 10 pounds this last week?
How come that hasn't been fixed? Do you think that would have hurt that way? Something that,
Priority.
well,
Well, it sort of is, but I don't really want to drive down the main.
so if you don't take it in, it just doesn't get fixed.
Right.
You don't get a loaner vehicle while you're doing
You could, but I have so much stuff in that truck to swap it out is a task.
it? Yeah, so
Yeah.
if we're going to try to do that.
And then back out to that stop sign out there and right.
I think it was the worst idea ever that they got rid of the throughway
I know.
to run out.
It did keep traffic slower though. People come freaking yanking through.
Well, last year, or the year, maybe 2 years ago, when they finally did remove it, people were just driving right through the lawn. I was like, you could see their tracks.
Right.
Like, they didn't even try to hide that they were. This feels like a very cocky car.
It is a cop car,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. When I got, oh good, that's my coworker.
Turns out they cannot see into this thing.
Yeah, heavy.
Even the front.
Oh yeah. Yep. You are
Wait, how come
you're in a
cops can have
fishbowl
that-
right now, just completely invisible.
How come cops can have such heavy tint? but
Well,
not
because of that, man.
citizens?
You want us putting you on Front Street?
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes surveillance is allowed. I don't like people watching my snacks.
I like to pick my nose.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh no, one more.
We've had this problem before.
Yeah, you patrolled that lot already.
Oh.
I thought you were on that little dirt road thing right there. God damn, this phone is just. What are we doing today? Hey, Duffy. Hello? Oh my god, is that a not working joke? Oh, he's not working today. Hold on. Oh yeah? Uh-oh. No. Who hit him? Okay. Yeah, tell Mike. Are you with Mike right now? Tell him I'm gonna holler at him in a minute, but I'm working on one right now. And I'll holler at him and we'll get it. I'll get it taken care of, but just be a minute. All right then. Yep. See ya. And Mike Tanis's car got his bumper ripped off in the high school lot. He's all pissed off. Allegedly. All right, Donovan, you square?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Yep, we'll catch you.
Yes. You're welcome. You as well. Hope you have a quick ride with no AC.
I can have that message shortly if you